One Sunday morning, I happened to be watching TV, and a program was showing counseling on marital problems. A woman was talking about her marital issues. A host and a neuropsychiatrist were sitting there. When a woman talks about her marital problems, she asks the attending doctor for his opinion on the matter, and the doctor gives his opinion. As I was watching the scene where the doctor was giving his opinion, I suddenly started to dislike that doctor without realizing it. An inexplicable feeling of jealousy arose. I quietly thought about the reason. Why did I suddenly hate seeing that person? It was a reflection of my heart. It was a reaction that surfaced because I aspired to be like that person. Even though I am not currently able to be like that person, it mirrored the hope in my heart and my subconscious desires. In hindsight, it signaled the career I yearned to pursue. I discovered my path through jealousy. The next time I watched the show after understanding this fact, even if I saw the doctor, I didn't feel any jealous. Self-understanding through contemplation was the best treatment. Love, my essence, became the master, and I regained love by contemplating, understanding, and persevering with ego. Self-understanding through contemplation is the best treatment. Originally, we could heal our minds ourselves by the methods of contemplation, understanding, and patience. You can call it love. However, many people are unaware of this fact and are living painful lives by committing foolish acts such as entering mental hospitals, going in and out of psychiatric hospitals, or inflicting countless injuries and stress on themselves. A long time ago, there were criminal organizations named Macapa and Jujampa Korea's crime scandal. If you look at the actions they committed at the time, they were motivated by jealousy. The reason they hated rich people was because they wanted to become wealthy, drive nice cars, and live a luxurious life. However, in reality, they couldn't achieve this, and that frustration manifested in social crimes. Some of the victims, including the woman in the white grandeur, were simply easy targets, although they advocate for justice to correct the wrongs in society. If you delve into their hearts, the incident was nothing more than a reflection of their desires. If they genuinely cared about social justice, they should have utilized their youth to contribute to society and lived a life that benefited others through the results of their efforts. If they had looked into their minds and understood this fact, they would not have committed such a crime. Because they could not, that jealousy developed into anger and drove their lives into an abyss from which they could not recover. This happened around the time when I was in the middle of a relationship with her. One summer day, I went to the beach in her village where she lives and met her. She was on vacation there with her family. Although I also enjoyed swimming, I had not come prepared. So I sat under her tent and watched her swim, soaking up the atmosphere of the summer sea. As she was swimming, she stopped, and she was talking to a man who appeared to be a local bachelor. An inexplicable feeling of jealousy arose in my heart as I watched that scene. I immediately looked into my own heart. There was nothing there. Still, I felt uneasy for some reason. When I thought about it, that jealousy was caused by ego within myself, who wanted to own her as my own woman. I watched my mind while understanding that fact, and before I knew it, my uncomfortable feelings disappeared. There are many jealousies like this in our hearts. They usually hide quietly as if they are not there, but immediately reveal themselves when the opportunity arises. At such times, we must stay alert and immediately recognize our jealousy. Like a skilled snake hunter, snatching a snake's head to prevent it from evolving into anger or stress. By doing so, you can evade the poison of jealousy. Otherwise, we will be bitten and harmed by the poison of jealousy. Only those who love themselves can love others. If you look closely at jealousy, the desire of the I ego is hidden there. That is the I ego. We can see ourselves in jealousy. In this way, you can understand what kind of person you are. This is love. Hurting your own heart is not loving yourself. If you constantly hurt yourself, it builds up and can lead to anger and depression. Such a person may exhibit both paranoia and aggression. They cannot love others either. They get angry and attack even when others offend them even a little. They are very self-centered and constantly criticize others. If you look into their hearts, you can see that they never love themselves. So the sages say, only those who love themselves can love others. The way to love yourself is to immediately recognize when your I ego is hurt, and to contemplate, understand it, and be patient. Even though your heart is in pain because you cannot attack the other person, or blame it on the outside, if you persevere in that heart, the wounds on I ego will gradually heal, and you will find that the wounds have turned into love. This is because just as waves are the sea, I ego is also a transformation of life-love energy.